The J-10C fighter jets will soon fly in Jakarta. Indonesia to buy China's Chengdu J-10 fighter jets. It would become the first ASEAN air arm to field a Chinese fourth-generation fighter, reshaping procurement norms in the region. Indonesian defense minister says country set to acquire J-10 fighter jets from China. Defense Minister Shafri Shamsuddin revealed Wednesday that Indonesia would soon buy China's Chengdu J-10 fighter jets as the country sought to upgrade its military fleet. The J-10s will soon fly in Jakarta, Shafri said. We want the best military weapons for our military. Until now, speculation over a J-10 deal had been circulating quietly within military and defense circles. Rumors of the deal first ignited in early September, when the Instagram account Indonesia claimed that President Prabowo Subianto intended to procure 42 J-10s. If consummated, the J-10C acquisition would amount to more than a mere equipment update. It would constitute a strategic inflection, demonstrating Jakarta's willingness to diversify beyond Western and Russian suppliers and assert autonomous defense decision-making. This shift is anchored in President Prabowo's long-cited Perisai Trisula Nusantara or Nusantara Triton Shield doctrine. Under that doctrine, the Army, Navy, and Air Force are to be integrated into a cohesive, networked deterrent structure capable of confronting both state and non-state challenges from incursions in the NATO Sea to power competition across the broader Indo-Pacific. For the Air Force, Perisai Trisula translates into replacing a patchwork fleet F-16s from the US, Su-27s of Russian origin, British Hawks with modern multi-role platforms optimized for Indonesia's unique archipelagic security demands. In that context, the J-10C has emerged as a compelling candidate. It offers a balance of affordability, agility, and combat versatility, all wrapped in a procurement package that allows Jakarta room to maneuver strategically. A Chinese expert said that the J-10 is an aircraft with strong capabilities and high cost-effectiveness, widely believed to have been combat-proven, making it a competitive and well-received option on the international arms market. The J-10 is a cost-effective option with outstanding radar detection capability, powerful air-to-air missiles, widely believed to have been combat-proven. A Chinese military affairs expert told the Global Times on Wednesday that the J-10 has gained international recognition, particularly after the India-Pakistan clash. The Chengdu J-10C represents the advanced variant of China's 4.5-generation fighter line, serving as a transitional platform toward future fifth-generation capabilities. Its avionics suite includes an active electronically scanned array ESA radar, digital fly-by-wire controls, composite materials, and radar-absorbent coatings for reduced signature. Performance metrics include a top speed of about Mach 1.8, an operational ceiling near 18,000 meters, and a combat radius exceeding 1,100 kilometers in strike configuration. In its air-to-air role, the J-10C can employ the PL-15 long-range beyond visual range missile, which features a dual-pulse rocket motor and an active ESA seeker, capable of engagements beyond 200 kilometers. Pakistan's adoption of the J-10C since 2022 provides a real-world reference point, especially relevant for Indonesia's own evaluation. The Pakistan Air Force has reportedly deployed the J-10C in frontline squadrons, more strikingly, during clashes with India in early 2025 codenamed Operation Sindoor. Media sources claimed Pakistan Air Force pilots shot down Indian Rafale, Su-30 Mki, and Mirage 2000 fighters using J-10C platforms armed with PL-15s in engagements over 150 kilometers. If Jakarta proceeds with the J-10C, it would become the first ASEAN air arm to field a Chinese fourth-generation fighter, reshaping procurement norms in the region. This marks a pivotal moment in Indonesia's defense posture, one that could signal a deliberate rebalancing of its strategic orientation and procurement dependencies. Complementing its systems, the J-10C includes an integrated electronic warfare suite, radar warning receivers, active jamming, and decoy dispensers, enhancing resilience against advanced SAM and enemy fighter threats. In sum, the J-10C situates itself as a full-fledged 4.5 Gen-class fighter, closing much of the gap to first-generation stealth jets while maintaining a cost envelope more palatable for developing air arms. Cost estimates in the range of $40 to $50 million per unit excluding sustainment and system integration present a fraction of the acquisition price of Western peers such as Rafale or F-15EX. For Indonesia, the J-10C offers a rare blend of combat capability, operational flexibility, and procurement independence. Given the nation's responsibility to monitor and defend airspace across over 17,000 islands and a domain exceeding 1.9 million square kilometers, flexibility and reach are critical. The J-10C's multi-role design allows interception, strike, and maritime patrol missions from dispersed bases, a necessity in wartime when forward basing and relocation will be essential. Sensor fusion and ESA capabilities offer a leap over Indonesia's legacy fighters, enabling simultaneous tracking of air and surface threats in contested skies. Importantly, China's export policy allows fewer constraints on armament compatibility, modification, and basing than many Western suppliers, granting Jakarta operational latitude. Maintaining technology sovereignty is a recurring theme in Indonesia's defense narrative, and a Chinese platform imposes fewer export control fetters than NATO-sourced systems. Last month, Brigadier General Frega Weenus Kiriwang, spokesperson for the Ministry of Defense, first disclosed the plan, stating that the Air Force is currently evaluating the J-10C, as we aim to select only the best platforms for our primary weapons system and supporting the implementation of our current policies. That assertion encapsulates the cautious pragmatism guiding Indonesia's evaluation. No platform will be accepted without meeting performance, sovereignty, and interoperability benchmarks. Reports indicate that Jakarta's evaluation contemplates acquiring 42 units of the J-10C, a figure consistent with the intention to field at least 2 full combat squadrons within the TNAU's long-term modernization roadmap. Such a force size is modest by some standards but sufficient to create a credible deterrent arc over key maritime approaches and contested airspace corridors. It would also signal that Southeast Asia's future aerial balance will not be determined solely by Cold War legacies, but by states choosing platforms aligned with their evolving threat perceptions and diplomatic equilibrium. Whether the vigorous Dragon eventually flies under the red and white roundel remains to be seen, but its shadow already looms over Southeast Asian skies.